Oh, well hello there. Welcome back to Shank's Ranks. In case you're new to my channel, I like to do reviews on some of my favorite 3D titles, and on occasion some 4K titles as well. Up for review today, we're going to be going over the 3D video and audio quality of Spider-Man Far From Home on 3D Blu-ray. Yes, I did have to import this. I'll leave a link below in case you're interested. So let's just get right into this. This has an aspect ratio of 239 by 1, so you will have the black bars on top and bottom. This one does not feature the IMAX enhanced footage that the Fandango Now streaming version has. It also has an audio track of 5.1 DTS HD Master Audio. I know what you're going to say, darn it, why can't we get Dolby Atmos on a 3D disc? Well, it may not be Dolby Atmos, but don't let that fool you. This DTS track packs a punch. So let's get right into what I thought about the 3D quality of this movie. It didn't disappoint. I saw this in IMAX 3D when it first came out to the theater, and I was thinking, shoot, if this one has the cropped picture with letterbox bars, I don't know if I'll like it as much. Wrong! I liked it just as much. I didn't even notice the black bars. It was amazing. I'm gonna give this one 5 out of 5 stars for depth, and probably 4 out of 5 stars for pop. I'd list certain scenes, but to be honest, it's consistent throughout the whole movie. This is a reference quality disc from start to finish. The depth of field is insane, layers upon layers of depth. Starting with the first scene where Nick Fury pulls up into Mexico, it literally looks like you're right there. I mean, parts of the crumbling building and debris even looks like it's popping out of the screen. And then our first shot with Mysterio in that same scene when he does his little green smoke illusion, cosmic powers, or whatever those are, that just jumps right off the screen at you. And you see pop-out effects like that through the entire movie. I mean, you've got drones flying around right in your freaking face. I mean, you got spider webs right in your face. You got smoke right in your face. I mean, it's all throughout the movie, people. The only reason I didn't give the pop-out effects on this one 5 out of 5 stars is because I didn't get any of those cool make you go cross-eyed things. I know a lot of people hate that, but I actually like that really gimmicky stuff. So, I mean, the pop was all throughout, but let's just say, if any of you remember watching Avengers Infinity War on 3D Blu-ray, there's that scene where the Guardians pull up to all the Asgardians floating around in space, and that dead body just floats right out of the TV screen and makes you go cross-eyed for a sec. I'm talking about stuff like that. That I was hoping to see some more of, but we don't get anything that makes you go cross-eyed in this one. But nevertheless, you'll have fun with all the pop-out and all the depth that this movie has to offer. I am not kidding. If you're a 3D enthusiast, you have to pick this up. The audio track on this was super loud. Or maybe it's just because lately I've been watching a lot of Disney 3D movies where the volume you have to crank up quite a few decibels. This one, I mean, I had to turn it down at some point because I forgot that I had my volume set to the previous Disney movie I was watching. But yeah, it was super loud. The bass was super punchy, especially all the parts with the elementals and Mysterio. I love when Mysterio has Spider-Man in his little world of illusions and you hear his voice talking to Spider-Man all throughout the channels. And even though this isn't a Dolby Atmos mix, there were some points where it did sound like it was coming overhead. It was amazing. I mean, this has it all. The dialogue was clear, crisp, didn't have any issues with that. Very good soundstage setup. So all in all, for a 3D disc, I'd say this is a must-have in your collection. Now, I didn't watch it all the way through, but I did give the 4K disc a skim over, and what I can tell you about this one is, if you're into 4K as well, this is also a reference quality disc. This one's treated with Dolby Vision, and it does have Dolby Atmos sound. It has the same aspect ratio as the 3D version. Where this one really shines is obviously the high dynamic range. The colors seem to have a lot more of a warmer tone on this one, and it looks a lot more natural. I felt that it was a little cool on the 3D disc. Also, I noticed obviously there's a whole lot more detail with the 4K version, especially with close-up scenes, textures on costumes, pores on face, wrinkles, and all that sort of stuff. There were some scenes on the 3D version, especially during nighttime scenes, where I felt that they used a little bit of DNR a little too much, and it just seemed like their faces looked too smooth. So, I mean, sometimes the 3D discs can, I don't know, look just as good upscaled to 4K, but you could definitely see that this one has the much better colors and resolution. Nevertheless, the 3D version still looked badass. And like I said, if you are one of those few that still collect 3D Blu-rays and you do a lot of importing, I would highly recommend this. This one is the India release, so this one released a lot sooner than the UK version, I believe. And it is quite expensive to import from India. So I'm just going to leave you a link for the Amazon UK version, which I believe releases in November, but it'll be a lot cheaper for you. So if you have any questions, or if you already saw it, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Comment below. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.